Genesis 1, verse 24 through 28. And Ahijah said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, and beasts of the earth after his kind. And it was so. Verse 25. And Ahijah made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And Ahijah saw that it was good. Verse 26. And Ahijah said, let us make man in our image after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the earth, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. Verse 27. So Ahijah created man in his own image. In the image of Ahijah created he him. Male and female he created them. Verse 28. And Ahijah blessed them. And Ahijah said unto them, be careful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over everything that moveth upon the earth. So the Most High, Ahijah appointed men to have dominion over animals, just like in the society you have the Edomites. They prefer to have animals over children and man, especially the so-called Negroes and Latinos, especially in the United States. And the Pope Francis, he wanted to depopulate the population. He says too many people. But remember, he's the little horn that Daniel talks about, and he speaks great things against the Most High. So he wants to reduce the population, but the Most High commanded us to what? Be fruitful, multiply, replenish the earth. But we in this captivity, so we can't really go all out with that because, the cost of living, these days you got sisters, they want to take brothers for child support. It's so backwards. It's confusion. This baby Babylon here. So it ain't like it was back in the day, when you had your own land, your crops, and you have like 20, 30 kids, you know what I'm saying? It's a man overseas somewhere, I believe in the eastern countries, Philippines, or one of those countries. And this man has his own land. This man got so many kids. It's crazy. So many wives, so many kids. But that's how it was in the ancient days. But it's not like that. But in these last days, it's going to return to the ancient days. All right. But let's go back. So we have an idea now that the Lord created us in his image. All right. So man's supposed to have dominion over the animals, everything on this planet. And we're supposed to multiply. All right. Now this Jubilees chapter 2, verse 13 to 14. Now, the book of Jubilees was taken out of the Bible by the Roman Catholic Church. So you brothers and sisters, you go to Amazon.com and you can see it and make that purchase. I'm telling you, it's very, very informative. But this Jubilees chapter 2 and 13, these three kinds he created on the fifth day. And on the sixth day, he created all the animals of the earth and all cattle and everything that moves on the earth. Verse 14, after all this, he created man. A man and a woman created he them, and gave him dominion over all that is upon the earth, and in the seas, and over everything that flies, and over beasts, and over cattle, and over everything that moves on the earth, and over the whole earth, and over all this he gave him dominion. Now let's jump down to Jubilees chapter 3, verse 1 through 31, because we're doing precept upon precept, line upon line. All right, so we rightly dividing the word of the Most High. So to get you brothers and sisters to understand where we coming from. where what the Lord is coming from. But we use his scriptures for edification. All right. So right now we are going over the scriptures, how man, you know what I'm saying, were created. All right. This Jubilees chapter 3, verse 1 through 31. Verse 1. And on the 6 days of the second week, we brought, according to the word of Ahiah, unto Adam all the beasts and all the cattle and all the birds and everything that moves on the earth and everything that moves in the water, according to their kinds and according to their types. The beasts on the first day, the cattle on the second day, the birds on the third day, Slakia, and all that which moves on the earth on the fourth day, and that which moves in the water on the fifth day. So the book of Jubilees breaks it down more when it comes to the creation of the animals and how Adam and Eve were created. Okay, verse 2. And Adam named them all by their respective names, and he called them, so was their name. Verse 3. And on these 5 days, Adam saw all these, male and female, according to every kind that was on the earth. But he was alone and found no help meet for him. Verse 4. And the Lord said unto us, it is not good that the man should be alone. Let us make a help meet for him. Slakia. Verse 5. And the Lord Ahiah caused a deep sleep to fall upon him, and he slept. And he took for the woman one rib from among his ribs, and this rib was the origin of the woman from among his ribs. And he built up the flesh in its stead and built the woman. Verse 6. And he awaked Adam out of his sleep, and on awaking he rose on the 6th day, and he brought her to him, and he knew her, and said unto her, this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called my wife, because she has taken from her husband. All right, so that's another proof to show you that the Lord created man to be with woman, not woman with woman, man with man. All right, that's how it should be. Verse 7. Therefore shall man and wife be one, and therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother and cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. You see that right there? Even our brother Yeshaya had to reiterate that, because once a man and woman comes together, you know what I'm saying, as one, even though the man is still above the woman, but you come together as one. I give you another proof. When you have sexual intercourse, when a man has a sexual intercourse with a woman without protection, you notice the man would smell like her and she would smell like the man. It's DNA. That's powerful and that's deep, but just to show that once that man and woman comes together as one, that's it. You know, let no man coming in trying to vibe, because you got these new age movement, so-called Jesus freak sisters in these churches telling women that God said you're supposed to leave your man. No, once you come with that man, you got to stay as one. And women try to use excuses to justify their wickedness. But these sisters got to repent and reconcile and come back to your man. Because if you go out with another man, sleep with another man, do all types of wickedness, you committed fornication, and the Most High going to put you to death, especially you've been warned. You understand what I'm saying? But let's read verse 8. So I just put that out there for you brothers and sisters to see that, you know, when a man and woman comes together, it got to be unity till death. You understand what I'm saying? But this society tells you could jump from this person, that person without any union bond. All right. But this video is about to end, and we're going to go to verse 8 on the next video. So stay tuned to the next video.